game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they scream.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
It was really sudden after the first play picked off. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they get to him right out of the gate, and this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
To try again after the sack. Jackson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Looking to throw. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Now a toss play. It's Harris. Good footwork at the 30. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air on first down with Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
2nd and goal from the 1. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So a potential big play by this defense wiped out by the face mask.
And disappointing because it was so unnecessary. They had the sack, but the officials are definitely keeping a close eye on the quarterback, especially the referee. They were able to spot that one immediately.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Pickett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers for Andrews last week, 10 catches, 86 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Ravens hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Friedman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Got his man. It's London. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Pickett. Finds Pickens out right. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Pickett. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman able to get around one would-be tackler, but not much room after that. The window closes. He gets 2 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, Friedman, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's not going to get the 1st down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Up the middle they go. Friedman, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 24. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens will take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Friedman, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st down, Friedman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
This one caught by Davis, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we've reached halftime, and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marcus Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Play action. It's Jackson. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Here's Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. On the move to his left. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run on first down. Friedman, and able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Friedman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. To throw is Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Pickett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Taken down at the 42.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Friedman, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Friedman. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On second down, Friedman. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Jackson now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. To throw again on second down. Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jackson steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be up.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Steelers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Friedman trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. From the gun, Jackson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reset. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down. On the delay, here's Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing to start the drive, Jackson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jackson dancing to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now Jackson. Now he'll escape. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's fourth down. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 3rd and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Pickett. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Jackson to throw. And that's complete to Davis.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it.